But I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. Get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 62 yards. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. DeMarcus Robinson.
Touchdown.
DeMarcus Robinson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now this defense very accustomed to trying to stop Melvin Gordon. It's the same division, the AFC West, but a different uniform for Gordon, spending 5 years with the Chargers before joining these Broncos in the offseason. That's complete. Okuebuna.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. To throw it is Locke. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Third down here.
On the coverage.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
To
Courtland Sutton, his fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score. Broncos 14, Chiefs 7. Brandon McManus to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
His kick.
And this one through the uprights and good.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 78 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Broncos 21, Chiefs 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Denver.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They're on the stop.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Taco Charlton in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Shotgun snap to Locke. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A field goal would tie it, but they want more. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th down with Locke. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
A loss of 7.
They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Chiefs field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll bring him back within 4. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Lock going to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Ball carrier.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being...
And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Chiefs 24, Broncos 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 29, Locke. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Watch the screen. Pass. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Hey, watch the play, 43. 45.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Alexander Johnson.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Clock will try again on second down. Incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing his Lock on third down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Complete.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Down at the 45-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Block working out of the gun. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
14.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but now it'll be 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Locke and Sutton on the connection there for a Denver first down. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
At the 7th.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Locke again. Flush to his right. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First down, Broncos.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They run it here with Gordon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
And again, the ball
now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Locke. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts
6 yards.
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will tie us at 24 all. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Chiefs offense are not set to begin this drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working from the gun, Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
Extra point in.
And his kick is right through.
Makes the score. Chiefs 31. Broncos.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Got a man open. It's Sutton. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him 30 yards there.
1st and goal.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the 8, it's 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
His kick is good.
And he knocks it through.
That ties the game, 31-31.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Denver.
And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 23-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Locke. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Mahomes now on first down. Completes it to Hardman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes, and going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 63 yards. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Extra point.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Chiefs 38. Broncos 39.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams scraped to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards. First down, Broncos.
Operating from the gun. Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, Locke. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 32.
A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. They'll try to punch it in. Gordon, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
Touchdown.
Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd.
Brandon McManus to kick off.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards, the pickup, 1st down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
Going to give this time to the tailback. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
Results in a 4th down.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Now Gordon on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw on 3rd down. Locke. Able to get this to Gordon. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. And they were able to get him down and force the punt.
Here we go on 4th down with Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Again, it's Locke. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. That didn't appear to be a designed safety blitz. I think he was just going off instinct.
I love the way you described that because I'm thinking along with you. I'm not sure that was designed that way, but he saw an opportunity, gambled a little bit, and made it pay off.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Complete to Melvin.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 29. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Broncos on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Check
the toss. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
45 to Mike.
Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. Room here to run. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Chiefs 45. Broncos.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the... And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Mike 27, Mike.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. About 3 yards there to the 27. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Dancing to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he'll be brought down at about the 4. He didn't get in, nowhere close. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Locke back near his goal line. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Armani Watts. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Tonight's final score, Chiefs 4.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play.